Hey there, folks. So I want to do a video on basically my satin blades here. I was really going to do a discussion basically on the different types of finishes, and I wasn't really sure where to go with that. So I figure, you know what, I'll just start recording, and I am one take Charlie, so I'll just bang it out, and I'll just show you guys the different satin blades I got, and I'll just take it from there. Really no plan, pretty much like Wieners and Steel. So it'll just be show and tell at first, and then I'll just, go with that. So I'll start off with my F16 from Rob Carter. Now, I did the video on this already, and Rob is such a perfectionist that when he saw my video, he saw like a little scratch, right, on the vid, and again, it's really easy to pick up scratches because I'm under this lamp, and I'm doing macro shots of it. Most of this you would never really see with the naked eye, but because I'm putting it under such, intense scrutiny. Anyway, Rob saw a scratch, right? So he called me right away. I'm talking about like a day later. He goes, "Mike, do me a favor, send me the knife back. I want to fix it." I go, "Fix what?" He goes, "No, I'm not happy with the way it came out, blah, blah, blah. So, I want," he said he was going to get, he was using a different type of belt. I forget, he got it from Germany or something. But he wasn't happy with the way the finish was coming out. So he just basically called me up and asked me to ship it back. And I told him, "I'm really happy with it, Rob." Because, "No, please just send it back. I'll take care of it. I'll make it better." And he did. And so I sent it back. And talking about quick turnaround, 3 days. He did it as soon as he got it. He did it, and then he sent it back like in I would say like 2-3 days. He just banged it out, because as you know, Rob is a captain of a boat, so what little time he's got, back home, he bangs out his knives, then he goes and does his job. Yeah, so this is the finished blade. I don't know if you guys can really tell a difference. I can tell a little bit, but there was a scratch somewhere over here, but he removed it. But I just want to show you, hopefully it captures it, the satin finish and the grind lines that you can see. That's a good shot of it right there on this blade. So this F16 Tonto shaped blade. I was talking to him last night, and he's saying basically the new versions of the F16, when you guys get them, will be, I believe it's going to be thicker slabs of titanium and a thicker blade. So that's pretty awesome. This is awesome already. I love it. But that would be pretty cool, and go with a thicker blade. And I'll show you the difference with my arrestor here from Brad. So let's just do some macros on the grind lines. Well, I really appreciate that he contacted me. Even though I spoke to him last night, he goes, "You know what, Mike, when I received it, it wasn't as bad as I thought." But I told him, the camera captures so much more than the naked eye and magnifies it, so it looks worse. But it really, well, he did it better. He did it so much better. He got rid of that scratch. And as you guys can see, I hope you can see that the grind lines are more uniform. I thought they were uniform already. So he's got a top swedge. He reground top swedge. He reground the main bevel. And then, of course, also the Tonto tip. Here. I hope this doesn't drive Rob bananas, because I'm getting really in there for your scrutiny. You guys, you check it out. And you can see that Rob used a coarser belt. I'm not exactly sure what grit he used. He told me, but that's Greek to me. I don't really remember. And you'll see that when I compare it to the other satin blades, that this one's definitely coarser. But I kind of dig that, because I do like seeing the lines in the blade. I blame Fucci for that. He's got me obsessing with this satin finish. Yep. So that's the F16. He also tweaked. He saw he watched my vid. He tweaked my the detent ball. He sunk the ceramic detent ball a little bit further in, and it's not as strong as before. Before I had to light switch it, and now I can actually push button it. Even though this design of the flipper tab isn't conducive for push button, but I can do it now, and it flies out. So yeah, so that's the F16 by Rob Carter. Awesome. Thanks, Rob. Nice job. So next one I'll do is, of course, the Brad Blunt Arrestor. Also satin finish. You see the difference. Rob's angles are a little different from Brad's. So Rob's angles are straight down, basically 90 degrees towards the edge of the blade. And Brad's, it's a little off. It's, I would say, 70 degrees, right? It basically follows the lines right here of that edge there of the blade. But it's not exactly 90 degrees. But you can see the grit that he used, Brad, is a little smoother. And you can see that the lines are a little thinner, closer together, a little finer. Hopefully you guys can see that. Hopefully that's another thing about shooting satin blades. It reflects so much. I'm not sure how it's gonna basically be depicted on the video, but hopefully it captures it well. See, that's without reflection. You can see right there the grind lines. And that's the thing. It is a skill. I really admire these guys that do this, because a lot of knife makers, and I just had spoken with a knife maker, which I have a knife in order, and he doesn't do the satin blades anymore. He prefers the stone wash. You know, whatever his reasons are, I believe that there is a skill level, definitely a skill level involved in making a satin blade, and maybe these knife makers just don't want to put in the time, or don't want the running the risk of basically ruining the blade. Because I mean, just look how Brad gets to the edge over there and makes this perfect line over here. That's just amazing work. That's amazing. Amazing. Both sides. Perfection. Perfection. You know, and if I was a knife maker, I'm not. But with my OCD, I'd probably grind this blade to like a nub until nothing, because I want it to be perfect. And for these guys to get these grind lines as smooth, as beautiful as they've done it. I mean, just look at Rob's work here. I hope this shows, but look at the line and how it thins out. And then it kind of like gets thinner, and then it widens a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see that in the video. Look at, it's almost mirror over here on this part of the blade, on the flats. Yeah, I mean, how steady do your I mean, these are all handmade. How steady do your hands have to be to get that perfect line over there and the swedge over there? That's just amazing. It does it on both sides. That's just a thing of beauty. Here's Brad's. So, but look at the stock difference. So I just bumped my podium. So Rob's gonna make his F16s in the future a little thicker, and you can see that Brad's Arrestor's thicker. So that's gonna be cool. Looking forward to that, and I'm sure guys that have F16s on order are looking forward to that. So yeah, just want to show off that satin blade. Let's see, what should I do next? I think I'm gonna do the holdback. And I'll probably do another vid on this, because Jim Skelton, thanks to Jake, is sending me that proto, the mid-tech proto. So me and the Wieners are going to be checking that out. Jim already did an awesome vid on it, so I just want to show you this one off that I got from Blade, from Jake, from Blade 2013. And you can see his grinds, his satin grinds. Right? So I think it's pretty cool that a knife maker puts himself out there. You know, he'll send his product out. Satin, I think, is probably one of the most difficult things, difficult finishes to make. And you can see over here, there's minor imperfections, which, is it on this one or on this one? Right here. You can see over there, on the grinds over there. I mean, is it very minute, yeah. I don't know if the video will capture that, but I think that that's kind of cool. It's like, you know, Jake's signature, that it's definitely a handmade knife, right? Yeah, you know, I'll show you the bodega. I'm not sure if this is hand, you know, this satin finish was hand polish. This might be machine, because if you look at the lines, they're definitely finer, and they look like perfect. You see it? I hope you guys can see that. So I'm not sure if that's machine polish or if that's hand polished into the satin finish. Regardless, very beautiful. So, you know, my conversation with Rob was basically maybe some knife makers out there don't want to offer a satin finish. And there are a lot that offer satin finishes, but there are also a lot that just, what's the preferred finish that they offer for knives right now? Stonewash finish, right? Because it hides the blemishes, it hides the scratches, right? And if you are a guy that uses your knife, which I'm not, but guys like Fast Bandit, they probably prefer, I don't know, I actually don't know what Brian's preferred finishes. I know for Lee, it's the satin finish. For Brian, I really don't know. I don't know if he likes a coated blade. I don't know if he likes a bead blast or a stonewash. I believe he does have a satin. And I think his Predator, is a stonewash. So, yeah. So, I mean, if you get a stonewash blade, it'll definitely hide any scratches because the scratch is already built in, right? See if you guys can see it on this one. On this Direware. This one's got a dark anno, and it's got like a stonewash on it. So yeah, it kind of like turned me off when I was talking to this knife maker the other day, where I have a knife coming, and he said basically they don't offer the satin finish anymore, and he went on how he preferred the stonewash blades, you know. As you know, yeah, it was a little bit annoying because it costs a lot of money for this knife that I have on order, and originally I asked him for a satin finish, and now he's saying they don't offer it. So what do you guys think that means? You think he doesn't have the skill to do it? His people don't have the skill to do it. They don't have the patience to do it, because you do have, you know, to be pretty much near perfect, because it is a satin blade and it'll show any minor imperfections. I don't know. Or is it just easier to stonewash a blade, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. Your lines don't have to be precise. You know, if it's off by a little bit, you just cover it up with a stonewash. Anyway, I posed that question to you guys. And what's your favorite finish? Yeah, put it down in the comments below. Yeah, Wieners and Steel coming up. I'm going to do the proto on the mid-tech for the J. Kovac. Look for that. Hopefully, Jim sent it today. I think he shipped it today, so I should have it by, depending how he sent it, I could have it by Saturday or by Monday, the latest. Then hook up with the Wieners after this Super Bowl madness is over. I can go back to Jersey without any traffic. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.